Okay, so the next crop we're going to sow is peas. To do that, first up we're going to make a trench. We're going to sow the seeds at about 5 centimeters deep. So I'm just making the trench with a hoe to that depth. And we're going to sow our seeds. Again, there are certain varieties that work well for sowing in autumn and some which don't. Typically, the ones that work well are what's known as the round peas, so they're not very wrinkly. And the varieties, this one is called Proval, but there are also varieties called Meteor and Douce Provence. They'll work well sowing in autumn. So we take our peas, and we're going to sow them about 5 centimeters apart. And if we do a double row, right, so now we've got the peas in the ground, like I say, about 5 centimeters apart, a double row. So we'll now just cover that back over. So again, the peas are going to start germinating now, and we'll start putting up shoots. And will then go dormant again over the midwinter, December, January, early part of February. But they will put on a little bit of growth now, and they need to be supported. What we don't want is that the peas start growing and trailing all over the ground. We want them to grow upwards. So what we're going to do is just put some sticks in the ground. Now these are old raspberry canes that I'm going to put in the ground, but you can get pea sticks or just some netting attached to some canes for them to grow up. But yeah, the crucial thing is that they're able to grow up. So I'm going to put these in. I'm going to put 1 stick in for each pea that I planted. So here are the broad beans. As ever, you need to make sure you've got an autumn sowing variety. These are called Aquadulce Claudia. There are also varieties like Super Aquadulce and the Sutton, which work well over autumn. So we're going to plant these in the same way as we planted the peas, in a trench 5 centimeters deep. These though should be sown at 10 centimeters apart. There we go. And we'll cover these back in. Now, whilst the peas, we've put the sticks in for them to climb up, the beans won't climb, but they will still grow tall. They'll grow up to about 60 centimeters, and they will need to be supported. Once those winter winds start blowing, there's a real danger that they could be blown over. So we'll need to put in a support for them. So the support for all the broad beans is fairly simple. We just basically make a fence out of canes. And string. Let's get rid of that one, that was a bit. So we'll just start by tying the string to the first cane. Okay, so we'll just build this up as we need to. So as the plants are growing up, just add some more layers of string just to provide the support. I guess one of the things to say about growing over the winter is that we just need to make sure that we're not growing in waterlogged ground. So if you're growing in a raised bed like this, then that's ideal. The soil won't get too waterlogged. But also just keep an eye on the plants. You need to be patient. You're not going to get a crop until next late May, early June at the earliest. But it is worthwhile doing because it is going to give you a crop before you would get anything out of a spring sowing. And just choose the right varieties.